You were the chosen one. It was said that you would destroy the floodgates, not join them. You were to bring balance to Yu-Gi-Oh, not leave it in darkness. And now, my only way to win is with Kozmo, going second and destroying all the floodgates with a swift OTK.
Hello there.
That's right. Today, we are going to modernize and make meta Kozmo, one of my favorite decks of all time, not because of how it plays, but because of what it represents. If you aren't familiar with this archetype, Kozmo is very literally a fusion between Star Wars and the Wizard of Oz. And Star Wars specifically has a very special place in my heart, as behind Yu-Gi-Oh! It is probably the second most meaningful IP or brand that has had an impact in my life, with lessons and mentalities that I incorporate into my very being. So I hope to do a justice to the Kozmo deck and show you guys one of several different ways you can play this very cool Star Wars deck. Before I get into the key cards, if you enjoy these types of videos where I go over casual anime and rogue decks, then please let me know. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment below telling me which decks you want to see me take a look at in the future. Okay, before we discuss the key cards, there is one important thing we have to go about with the Kozmo cards. There are two types of different monsters, pilots and ships. You're going to hear me refer to those two terms a fair bit in the video. Pilots are all psychic monsters. They can banish themselves during either player's turn from the field to summon a higher level Kozmo from your hand. So not just ships, but also pilots. The ships are all higher level machine monsters, which are not as easy to summon. You're mostly going to be summoning them with the effects of your pilots. But then, once they're on the field, have the real payoff abilities. As well, when they die, usually have some sort of float effect, most of them summoning a lower level Kozmo from your deck. A big part of Kozmo is finding the proper balance and ratio between your ships and pilots to make your deck as efficient as possible. A lot like balancing the light and the dark. Ooh. Yes, being balanced to the Force. I'm gonna nerd out so much this video, guys. This is gonna be like the Pegasus video where, like, I did quotes for all of that. Now, Yugi boy, let the fun and games begin. I'm going to do that again. I just don't have the stupid accent, but be prepared. So, okay, let's start getting specific though. What is our main pilot? Well, the chosen one, of course. Our farm girl. Kozmo farm girl is Dorothy / Luke Skywalker. You can literally see the twin suns in the background. Oh man, I love it. I'm a nerd out so much. But yeah, so it's level 3 pilot, meaning you can tag it out to summon level 4 or higher Kozmo from your hand. When it inflicts damage to your opponent, pay 500 life points to add a Kozmo card from your deck to your hand. Now, because the tag out effect is a quick effect, you can attack, search anything you want to summon, banish it, and special summon it. So essentially, this can act as like a quick effect Lone Fire Blossom once you get that combo off. That's also how you apply a lot of damage and why you play this deck in an OTK sort of fashion. Now, the card you're going to search off this the most is the best ship in the deck, and that is Kozmo Dart Destroyer, our Imperial Cruiser. This one is a 3000 attack level 8 machine, which, when summoned, can target a monster on the field and destroy it. Now, importantly, you can target your own cards as well, because remember, all of your ships have a floating ability. Your opponent cannot target this card with card effects either, so it's a 3000 attack untargetable monster, which back in the day was a menace, and even by modern standards can be quite troublesome to deal with. Then if this card is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the grave, you can banish it from the graveyard to summon level 7 or lower Kozmo from your deck. These two are the most important Kozmos in our current iteration of this deck, but these are the only two we are maxing out on 3 copies of. Next up, let's go back into the important pilots, and we got Kozmo Strawman, a fusion between Scarecrow and C-3PO. This is level 2 pilot, so you can tag up for 3s or higher. This includes Farm Girl, and once returning, you can pay 500 life points to target a Kozmo that is banished, special summon it, but its effects are negated and is destroyed during the end phase. This can be useful for link plays, as well as bringing back ships, which will still have their destruction abilities trigger when they're destroyed. So you can set up some elaborate OTK plays here, or link plays. The next card, however, is even better for link summoning. We just only play one because that's not the focus of our deck. Kozmo Sword Trooper. A fusion of our flying, wicked little monkeys with the Stormtroopers. This card is a level 3 pilot that tags out for 4 or higher. And then, once per turn, you can pay 1000 life points, target a psychic type Kozmo in your grave, and summon it. Now, that second effect is not hard once per turn, so if we get a second Sword Trooper out, we can use it again. And that's why you can generate a whole lot of link fodder. Now, one of the other ways to play this deck is to revolve it around Sword Trooper and do a lot of Exceed summoning, link summoning, all that type of nonsense. If you want to see a way that I've utilized it in the past, go check out this video from back when I was still an early YouTuber with bad editing and equipment, Ancient Sith FTK, which shows off how to use Kozmos in a setting that will OTK your opponent, with Sword Trooper being the main piece of that interaction. And then the last pilot we will be incorporating is not something we can normal summon. It is none other than our Lord Vader. This pilot is level 5, so it's going to be a lot harder to summon. We are going to only really summon it from higher level ships or lower level pilots. It will require a bit of setup to do. That being said, it is still very useful because once per turn, when a monster effect is activated, you can pay 1,000 life points, negate the effect, and destroy it. So this is going to serve as interrupts, one of the few interrupts we have in our Kozmo monsters, as well as we can still tag it out for something bigger. And with a 2200 attack style line, it is also our biggest pilot that we can keep tagging out for more ships. Next up, we got our Kozmo Slip Rider, X-Wing. It is a machine type monster, so one of our ships that when summoned can target spell trap on the field and destroy it. Again, it can pop your own cards, which will matter for some of our Kozmo synergies later on. And then, like Dark Destroyer, when it's destroyed, will float for a lower level Kozmo from your deck. Next ship and last ship we play is Kozmo Forerunner, or the Millennium Falcon, if you will. This, like Dark Destroyer, has the untargetable claws and gains 1,000 life points during your standby phase. It also, like Dark Destroyer, floats for a lower level Kozmo when it's destroyed. This one is 2000 attack, which is partially why we play it, and still can be a decent beater that can bridge together into our lower level, more powerful Kozmos. There are a bunch of other Kozmo monsters I don't play, and depending on the version of the deck, you will play more or less. But for now, that's all we got to talk about. Let's move on to the spells and traps that matter. We got Kozmo Town, which is the field spell of the deck, and it's a pretty strong field spell. Once per turn, you can target a banished Kozmo and add it to your hand, and then lose life points equal to its original level times 100. It also says once per turn, you can reveal any number of Kozmos in your hand, shuffle them into the deck, and then draw equal cards equal to the number you shuffled back. Then if this card on the field zone is destroyed by card effects, you can add a Kozmo from your deck to your hand. So this is where Slip Rider popping your own card can matter. Lastly, we got our most impactful trap card on the deck, and a trap card that holds up quite well by modern standards, Kozmojo, or the Force Choke, which lets you target the Kozmo you control, destroy it, and then if you do, banish a card your opponent controls or in the graveyard, non-targeting. Simple and effective. So those are all the key cards in the deck. Let me show you what the deck list itself will look like. So this is the deck that I'm currently working with. Now there's a few things going on here. For one, there's a lot of going second board breakers because I like to clear the field, attack with Farm Wheel, and go for OTK setups, or try win the grind game with Cosmojo and Dark Destroyer type effects. Now the other thing besides board breakers going on here is the Fusion Destiny package, plus Anaconda in the extra deck. And what this does is get access to DPE. DPE is great because it can quick effect target a card you control and the one other card on the field. So it can be 2 cards you control or 1 card in each field, and then destroy both of them. This is great because our Cosmos trigger off destruction, so we can manipulate this past just the point of trying to use DPE for value. We can get extra synergies via popping our own cards, triggering Cosmo effect during our turn or opponent's turn, accessing cards like Dark Lady and all that sort. So it makes perfect sense. The only other important card here to note is Emergency Teleport. This is an obvious inclusion in this deck because it can summon any Psychic, level 3 lower, which is all of our pilots in this version except Dark Lady. Now there are 2 other pilots that can't summon that we aren't playing, Good Witch and Wicked Witch. Yeah, we'll get into that maybe another time. That being said, there is one other version of Kozmo that I didn't mention yet, and that is a trap-based version using Kozmo Tin Can, another pilot that lets you end phase reveal 3 cards from your deck that are Kozmo-based. 1 goes to your hand, the rest get discarded. This sets up your grave pretty nicely to loop Dark Destroyer with Call of the Haunted-esque effects, and then you back it up with more Cosmojos and more trap-based disruptions. You play more like a control strategy. That version is also a lot of fun, and it's very different than this current version. So if you want to see me take on that as another video, then let me know, and I'd be happy to revisit Kozmo later, because I love Star Wars, love Yu-Gi-Oh, and I'm happy to keep doing more stuff that can fuse my 2 interests together. Let's see how this hand looks. Okay, this is not bad at all. We have Heavy Storm plus Kozmo, Town, Farm Girl, Mojo. So Mojo's not fantastic to draw going second, but it's not that bad if we do enter a grind game. Oh, it's another TCG exclusive deck. It's Goatee. So I'm not sure what this deck is going to be aiming to do. Let's wait and see, I guess. So Abyss Shark is fantastic. This locks him into Waters though, right? Not special. Rest the turn except Waters. Okay, so I'm not sure what the interrupt's going to be, if it's just Great Abyss or what the whole shtick is. Monoceros. Okay, so this one revives one, right? Try to a fish in your grave, revive it, but can't attack. Okay, so they have level 7 and 2 right now, which aren't fantastic levels, but right. So they're gonna tag out here. Summon probably lifelessly fish from the hand. Okay, cool. Turn from deck to grave, so they can get one of the other ones that banished itself, which will come back. Standby phase. Yes, this can banish itself to give attack points, and during the standby phase, these will both come back. So they can add a 6 and then an 8. So they will have some synchro maneuverability. Set 1. Set 2. Okay, so Heavy Storm can clean it up kind of nicely for a nice +2. To 3. Ooh, okay. So the question is going to be, do I want to activate Kozmo Town for the search before I go any deeper? Probably, yeah. But let's see. Emergency Teleport is a solid draw. Right here, I don't know if it'll do anything too fancy. I'll let his monsters come back. I'm not going to chain teleport. I think I would like to search Dark Destroyer off this, so I'm going to activate this before using Heavy Storm. Okay, so they can quick synchro. I'm going to activate our Kozmo Town. They can quick synchro with either of these, right? Yeah. They're going to chain their effect to synchro here. So, okay. I wonder why. What are they making? Going to summon a 6? Arion Post? Yeah, Arion Post, which shouldn't serve as an interrupt immediately, right? What this will do is banish 1 from the deck, which then they can synchro into 8. And they can banish the Kozmo Town if that's what they wanted to do. We're going to banish this, which, what does it when it gets banished? You can banish a fish and graveyard, add it to your hand. Okay. And then it can summon itself. They can do it in a way where this card will get banished, but that doesn't matter, right? Because, yeah, I don't care about that. So, yeah. Cool. Nothing really mattered there. We'll use Heavy Storm.
This is where the fun begins.
And then going to chain, Goatee Chain, banish a fishing control. So one of your Goatee monsters that is banished in your hand, deck, or grave with a different original name. Okay, that's it. Fine by me. So they're banishing Monoceros. Okay. Where does this go afterwards? What the fudge is this? Goatee Cosmos. Base number of fish monsters. So just 1+, right? Or banish fish monsters. So 2. Still just 1+. Your fish monsters can have show up battle this turn. That's annoying. That is annoying. And there's a call by the grave. Okay, that's fine. So I'm going to use my effect here of our Kozmo Town to search our Dark Destroyer, like I mentioned. So even if I can't destroy by battle, I can still do some stuff. This is also synchro summon. This card special summon. Okay, no. So if it synchro summons, it'll synchro summon here. So we'll see if they want to do that.
There's always a bigger fish.
Okay. I mean, I'm not sure what comes here though, right? Because they can make the guy that banishes a card in both of our fields, but obviously that does nothing. So, strange. White Aura Whales. What does this do again? When this card is synchro summon, you can destroy all attack with monsters opponent controls. This card can make up to 2 attacks on monsters. And if it dies, it can banish one of the water monster from your grave. Summon this card as a tuner. So nothing really important. I'll add this. But now what I can do is... Oh, it special summons itself? Okay. Oh, yeah. Let him finish his turn. This can banish what? And then add a fish with equal lower level. Okay. Oh, these fishies. So the next thing that's going to come here is Goatee the Deep Beyond, which is going to banish my whole field. If I'm correct, it's only synchros in the main phase. So if I go to the battle phase and then summon out a pilot and then pop this with Dark Destroyer, it won't be a problem. The hell is this? Fish monster is banished. You can special this card from your hand. During the standby phase of the next turn, if this card is banished, you can target Goatee. Okay. And then it can summon itself. Okay. Damn, this is annoying. So all my guys can't be destroyed? Their guys can't be destroyed by battle? Or fish monsters cannot be destroyed by battle this turn. That is actually so frustrating. So these are all tuners, right? Tuner, not a tuner. Okay. So yeah, I'm still going to go battle phase and we'll see if they have anything to do. Okay, cool. So now I can, this is the only one that quick synchros, right? This is only when it's summoned. So I can teleport here. I want to pop this now. And then in main phase 2, I'll go Fusion Destiny to destroy the other non-tuner. Or go after the tuners and destroy this. No, because this will come back, right? Paces. Then I can destroy it again. Actually, maybe I go after the tuners, yeah. Maybe after the tuners, not a bad idea. Okay, so that's I'm gonna go what do I want? I'll get rid of Farm Girl. Keep the other 2 in my deck. Which those were an attack, obviously. I'll like make sure I can't attack. I can't kill in my battle. Maybe I missed something. Yeah, it didn't do anything. Okay, so we tag out for our Dark Destroyer here.
The force is strong in this one.
And let's destroy this tuner. We can't synchro here. Main phase 2. Can't quick synchro anymore. I should have swung for 200 damage. That was stupid. And then let's use Fusion Deployment. Set our Kozmo. We still have interrupts here. We can pop with this. Obviously, I'm going to pop with this in the end phase here. We'll turn this on. Let's go to end phase. Let's use Deep Ease effect. targeting itself. And tuner or non-tuner? Let's go to the tuner, I think. And then use its effect so it comes back in the standby phase. Okay. That's going to come back. Yeah. And I'm going to also bring back my DP, and then I'm going to pop it immediately so we can't sync over Great Beyond. And now, before the phase ends, we'll pop both of these. Get rid of this, get rid of this. So still no tuner access for them. They can let this leaf fish to draw a card. That doesn't matter. Let's use that effect. Obviously, we have to, otherwise we're screwed. Okay, now I still have the Kozmojo, and this can still float into a Kozmo Lady as well. The Kozmo Lady is not great because it can just get attacked by this. I'm still feeling fine, though. They have Enoch in their hand, which doesn't really do too much. And I think they are out of tuners for now. This will obviously come back. But as this comes back, so will DPE. Oh, right, but this can banish these. Ooh. During your opponent's turn, this card's banished. Okay, so this won't come back yet. Enoch, summon itself. Wait, why did I call this Enoch? This is Synopsios. What's Enoch then? I think that's the Manta Ray. Banish 2 fish in your hand or grave, summon this card. And then try to face a card in the field. Banish it. Yeah, that doesn't matter, right? Okay. They banished these to... Wait, what? Was this not already banished? No, it wasn't. They'll both come back, which will be kind of annoying. Yeah, so this doesn't matter. We'll try to face a card in the field. Banish and leaves the field. So we can target this. Yeah, and then after this banish, target goatees. Okay. What else is up their sleeve? So they're going to link summon here. For Biskeeper. This summons one from hand, right? And this card's link summoning special. One of your fish monsters in your hand. And then target another fish you control, or one card you opponent controls, banish those targets. Okay, it's fine. So targets, it's fine. So they have another tuner. I think I'm gonna banish this here. Then I'll have only tuners when this comes back. Nothing here comes back. Cool. So I don't want to get Goatee the Deep Beyond did. We'll banish the White Aura Whale. And then our Dark Destroyer can use its ability. And from the deck, what do we want to summon? I think just get the untargetable guy is probably the best, just in case. I mean, no, right? Like, I don't know what's there. Nah, the Dark Lady, the 1000 to negate probably is the best.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
Okay, cool. So they did have something left. That's why I have to do this. I'm pretty sure there's nothing else, right? This can't come back. This has no graveyard effect. This has nothing. So it's pay 1000. I keep them off the draw. This summons from hand. I should have checked this, right? Yeah, special summon a fish from your hand. Okay. Okay. I should have nothing left. Target a fish. Fish doesn't matter because I still have DP plus Farm Girl. I should have done that first, but battle phase 15, whatever. Okay. So now this should be able to solo. Draw phase. Give me a card for Dasher. Nope. That's... Oh my god, that's insane. Okay. So DP will come back. Bring itself back, obviously. Now this can attack over this, which is funny. They get back all their tuners, which don't matter. And this sets a trap card, right? But the trap card can't be used that turn, right? One of your traps is banished from your grave, set that target. It can't be used that turn. Yeah, I don't care. And then target one of your traps. Okay. So they get back a random trap. They can't use this turn. I get this. I add back my Dark Destroyer, and then I go to battle phase. Or I normal summon this. Go to battle phase. Attack this. 400 damage. I search off it. Do I search off it? Do I search another Dark Destroyer? Probably another Dark Destroyer. Summon Dark Destroyer. Pop. Attack. Effect. Pop. Pop. Summon from the deck. 1000. 25. Tag out. 3k. Not enough, right? It's like 6900 damage. Maybe there's a way to kill. I'm not seeing. Either way, I think it still plays out the same way. It leaves them with like 0 cards, and I get interruption still, so it's fine. Oh no, if I target Dark Lady, actually, it should work. Okay. So I'll add this to my hand instead. I'll take 800 damage, or 500 damage, because I didn't use the bigger one this time. Summon this, go battle phase. Attack for 400. Use my effect to search. Now I get Dark Destroyer. Effect. I'll get out my Dark Destroyer from the hand. Yeah, Dark Destroyer. Pop one of these. And attack the other. Attack. Now I can use the effects of DPE. Destroy this. And destroy this. And use the effect of each of these. Special from deck. And search. I'm going to summon another pilot from the deck. And I'm going to add another Dark Destroyer. Third Dark Destroyer. I can't add Farm Girl because Farm Girl already used its ability. So it's going to be Sword Trooper. Thousand. Then I'm going to tag this out for the Dark Lady. Get him, Darth Vader. Force choke. Effect again. Summon out the Dank Destroyer, as we used to call it. No effect, I guess. 3,000 and finish him. All right, so we're getting ready for the second duel. We lost the die roll this time, so we aren't giving away that we're choosing second. Our opponent is named Goatee, which is funny considering we just played against Goatee. But they're playing Tyr. All right, a lot more scary than Goatee probably. The non-targeting ability is very good versus Tyr because Sullik, Kaleidoheart, all that sort does float. Because the Sullik and the Kaleidoheart do target. With that being said, their ability to float really outmatches this deck's ability to push through. Right in our hand is not the worst. We're going to have to rely on Kozmo probably to carry the weight. Unfortunately, I think we'd be better off playing the trap version in this matchup because we'd play multiple Kozmojos there. And Kozmojo is going to be like the best card here. They're chaining Tyr Cash. That had to have been a misclick, right? That had to be a misclick. Adding Sharon. Okay, so mill 3 off this. Sharon mill 3 more. Snow doesn't matter as much for me in this matchup because, again, I can tag out if they target it and then summon big shitter here. The card that actually messes me up is going to be Rule Kolos. Rule Kolos is really, really hard to deal with. Because I have to banish for cost. I just lose my body. Summon Rhinoheart, discarding the Sharon. They can fuse a roll here if they want. This play is not the best, in my opinion. They have Snow, but they don't really have a graveyard. But if they want to make Rourke, they have to get rid of this on field. So we'll see what they have in mind, I guess. They are going Rourke, which is very problematic, but inefficient use of resources on their behalf. Very inefficient. This is where maybe a Kozmo Good Witch would be pretty good, but obviously I wouldn't play more than one of that card, and you can't teleport it out anyways. Link summoning for SP Little Knight. Damn, why can't that have less than 1,500 attack? And phase. Okay, so very not well played turn on my opponent's part, to be fair, but this might be doable. Jupiter Maxi, of course. I think this starts off with teleport for me. Maybe that baits this. That would be the most ideal. If not, what do I get? I probably get... What do I add back? Sword Trooper? Or Strawman? Probably Strawman. It's better to add back. Let's go Strawman. And then use the ability. Special summon. And then they surely negate this to roll close. If they don't, then they're going to be boned. Oh. They just don't know what Kozmo cards do then. They are effed.
Can't get out that way.
Looks like you managed to cut off our only escape route.
Maybe you'd like it back in your cell, Your Highness.
So here I'll summon this out, and I'm going to target the Roll Kolos. I'm going to call by the shit out of that Roll Kolos, because, actually, do I need to? No, I don't think I have to call by that. Because I can just crash it if they summon it in attack mode. SP targets their own monsters. Oh, they're just dead. They're just dead. Yeah, because they can't target this. They have to target the Roll Kolos now. So they save it. And now they just died to Farm Girl. Neat.
You failed, Your Highness. I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
All right, you guys will see the classic Star Wars OTK, I guess. Battle phase. 15. Hard matchup. You know what? If I were in your guys' position, I would have said, I find your lack of faith disturbing, because I needed more faith in myself and in the Force. Because we always had this. We always had this. And this one is a super easy lethal shot. This is like exactly what you want to be doing. The deck. It's another destroyer. We'll pop. I can always add back to the other destroyer as well in main phase 2 with Kozmo Town. But destroy this one. Hasn't attacked yet. Use the effect special from deck. And I can get anything else. Doesn't really matter. Another farm girl even. Oh, I have Ash. Okay, well, even if I didn't have call by, I would have been very fine here. Because, like, again, I still have this up. Put them down to 500, attack, add back, and pass. But, bye-bye! And peace. Do or do not. There is no try. We got this. We got this. Trust in the Force. This hand looks good. Ooh, all right, all right. Here we go. I'm one with the Force. The Force is with me. I'm one with the Force. The Force is with me. Shifter. That's a little annoying, but not the end of the world. This is another dark side user here, I can tell.
You ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
Fear has dominated their path. And they're on the floodgate way. Oh my god, it's stunned. It really is the dark side. Oh no, I'm in the cave. I'm facing my inner self. But it's okay. I'm not afraid. I won't fail you. Oh man, my head is perfect as well for this. Defissure, Imperm. None of those a judgment? Oh man. Some of you may call this hand lucky and this matchup a nice pairing, but in my experience, there's no such thing as luck. I wonder how many Star Wars quotes you guys are going to find me saying throughout here. How many of them maybe I'll butcher.
Hello there.
We're about to have like a good old-fashioned brawl between two Sith users here. Ugh. Of course, even though I have some Jedi cards in my deck, I use some aggression, you know, maybe like Mace Windu. Using some of the powers of the dark and the light. End phase, pathetic. So, I'd probably just pass here, right? No, I just chill, right? Because I can't do anything. Also, he's not going to do any damage to me, so I'll let the shifter wear off, and you can go again as Fossil Dyna. Bozo. Defissure. Nice. This guy is so ingrained with hate. Oh. Be careful not to choke on your aspirations. I can't say the guy's name. I don't know what it says. Draw for turn. All I need is some engine, and this is a quick doozy. Draw. Emergency teleport. Dunzo. Absolutely dunzo. I have controlled my fear. Now release my anger, and I can destroy him. That's a butchered of a quote, but yeah. Destroy that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do whatever you want. Dark hole. Pop, pop, pop. Now, emergency teleport. And I'm going to summon from deck anything that's not Farm Girl. I'm going to summon our Kozmo Town. Actually, Kozmo Town. Bam! You were a phony dark side user. You couldn't truly use its power. And if only you knew the power of the dark side and used it properly, you could have been victorious. All right, Jedi and Sith, that was Kozmo. We went on a very clean 3-0 with this deck, and it performed rather well for us. So I must say, if you feel like using the dark side of the Force, then come over and obliterate our opponents with some good old Dark Destroyers. But if you want to see me take on other versions of Kozmo, then let me know, and I'll be happy to make more videos in the future. The deck is super cool, and hope I didn't make all of you leave with my corny and cheesy Star Wars quotes. But besides that, may the Force be with you.